Hello guys, welcome to my first tutorial. Today I want to show you how alpha mapping works in Noggit, or in general in the level design for World of Warcraft. And yeah, what we want to do is we want to have FuTa texturing our map. And therefore we are working with the 4 layering system. I will just do 3 layers today, because 1 layer is for the road which will go through your new map, and I will do the map at the road at the end. So I will do it manually and will also blend it manually in. I wouldn't really advise you to that if you're new to Noggit, but if you already know a bit about Noggit, you can surely use the method I will do today. Yeah, so first of all, we created our test map. This is 180t, I just created 180t. And now I will show you how we are going to do this. First of all, set the radius of your brush pretty high. The hardness you can do to full, and the pressure to 0.00. And we will now use a base texture. I will use some Kultiras ones. Also, please bear with me if you hear my keyboard in the background. My mic is very sensitive. So this will be our base layer. I chose a mud, dirt for this, because the base layer should always be dirt at a normal map with normal vegetation. And as the second layer, we are using grass. So let's find some grass. Let's use this grass here. And a very important is that your grass you're painting on the second layer hits every single of those little red thingies here. If that isn't the case, your design will be fucked up at the end. So always check if all of these little red thingies here are painted with all your textures. This is very, very important. So as the third layer, I will use a rock layer, or use this one here. As I mentioned before, be sure that all red thingies are actually with this textured with this third texture. Do you now see we have 3 textures? I will just use 3. Normally you can use up to 4, but as I said, I will do my roads manually, so I will just use 3 textures. Now we are saving the map. Editor, save all tiles, or Control S. And for now we will close Noggit. And we will go into my working space here. Go into FuTa, open a new file, go to your map and open the ADT. Now you can go to Alphamap. Here at the Alphamap you will see how you use the texture. These are 3 layers, because the 0 layer, which we can see here, is the dirt layer, so the ground layer, and this will not be layered here. You can just see it here and change the texture if you want to, but I don't want to. So first of all, we go to the Alphamap section, but the most important thing is you go to Settings, Alphamap, Format, and then Grayscale. This is very, very important. Now you go to layer 1. Now you will import your Alphamap templates. I will use the grass base because my first additional layer, so my layer 1 is our grass texture. Layer O is our dirt texture. As layer 2, will import my mountain layer, because this is the layer we will attach the rock to. See, layer 2 is the Kultiras rock, because this will be our mountain in the end. And we leave layer 3 just as it is. Perfectly is if you do it to the dirt layer, because we will not apply anything here, because I will do my roads manually. Normally you would do the roads on layer 2 and the mountains on layer 3, but I will not include the road inside these layers right now. So now you go to the layer settings. If you set it up the right textures to your different layers, I did. Base layer dirt, first layer is the, first layer is the grass, second layer is the rock, and third layer is the dirt again, because we are not using a third layer. Now just click on apply. You don't have to do this with every layer normally, but I'm doing it always, I don't know. Now select the ADT here, go to File, Save, and now you can close it. So if we are now going back to Noggit, you will see that our alpha layers are attached. So you can see the base layer, which is the mud here, or the dirt. Then you can see our grass layer here. So the grass layer, our first layer. This is our base layer here. The first layer, the grass. And the second layer, the mountain texture. You see, this is actually the mountain texture. And from there on, you can now like make your mountain. Okay, that was a bit big. You can make your mountain and detail it as you want. But that was it for the tutorial. I showed you how to use the alpha layers, and if you want to see how to create alpha layers, I will give you some templates in the description. So the alpha layers are actually these textures here. I will show it to you. These are here the alpha layers. I will put a template pack for you in the description. This template pack is not from me. This template pack is from a user from model-changing.net. And yeah, have fun with your new textured zone. It's quite faster than texturing by hand. And yeah, enjoy and goodbye.